One of the most pressing questions when considering London Christian High for your child is usually about tuition. As a private school, we don't receive government funding to provide education to our students, and tuition funds our program and operations. For most parents enrolling at London Christian High, high school is a commitment of your financial resources for the entire 4 years of high school. As you start to consider and plan for this expense, it's likely helpful to know how we think about tuition and what discounts and bursaries are available to help parents navigate the costs. Tuition at London Christian High covers tuition, daily transportation service, field trips, textbook and instrument rental, and extracurriculars. The exception to this are trips such as weekend sports tournaments and overnight trips. We have a few tuition discounts available to parents to help offset tuition costs. One of these discounts is a family tuition rate. If parents have 2 or more children at LCH, a family rate is charged rather than a per student rate. Another discount is the Christian Education Partnership. Parents enrolling a child or more at LCH and at a Christian elementary school are eligible for a 20% reduction in tuition at LCH. This discount also applies to families choosing to homeschool their elementary-aged children. So let's talk a little bit about bursaries. London Christian High has a generous bursary program which is supported by generations of London Christian High alumni, parents, grandparents, and community members. In the past 5 years, London Christian High has granted close to $350,000 of tuition support to families. And this generosity is a direct result of the generous giving of our supporting community. Our confidential bursary process includes an online application process using the FAST platform, as well as submitting personal financial information and income tax returns. We recognize that each family's situation is unique, and bursaries are offered to families with their unique situations in mind. Typical awards range from 5% to 50% of the annual tuition cost and are reassessed and awarded annually. Questions about tuition rates, discounts, and bursaries can be directed to LCH admissions. And finally, let's talk about tuition payments. One of the final steps in the registration process is to finalize the tuition contract. For returning students, tuition contracts are typically sent out in late May or June for the following year. For new families, the tuition contracts are typically sent out in June. The tuition contract is sent to parents by email, and parents are asked to complete their payment schedule and method preferences, sign, and return the contract to the school. Parents typically pay tuition in 11 equal monthly payments beginning in August and ending in June, on the 1st or 20th of the month. Pre-authorized debit and post-dated checks are the most common method of payment at LCH. Some families request customized payment options based on their family circumstances, and our finance team considers these requests on a case-by-case basis. Questions about tuition payment or schedule or method can be directed to our finance team